A Drug Addiction Website Guide from Feedspot. Chapter 1. A Drug Addiction Website Guide from Feedspot.com. 1. A list of drug addiction newsfeed websites from blog.feedspot.com/drug_addiction_RSS_feeds. 12keysrehab.com/blog. 12keysrehab.com/blog/feed/?x=1. acttraining.biz/podcast. addiction-dirkh.blogspot.com/feeds/posts/default?alt=RSS. addiction-dirkh.blogspot.com. addiction-3p.libcn.com/RSS. addictionaid.com/blog/feed. addictionaid.com/blog. addictionblog.org. addictionblog.org/feed. addictioncampuses.com/blog/feed/?x=1. addictioncampuses.com/blog. addictionunscripted.com/feed. addictionunscripted.com. alpinerecoverylodge.com/feed. alpinerecoverylodge.com. atforum.com. atforum.com/feed. beachciderehab.com/blog. beachciderehab.com/feed. beginningstreatment.com/feed. beginningstreatment.com/category/blog. bestdrugrehabilitation.com/blog. bestdrugrehabilitation.com/feed. kathytioganbaugh.com. kathytioganbaugh.com/feed. confessionsoforrecoveredaddict.blogspot.com. confessionsoforrecoveredaddict.blogspot.com/feeds/posts/default?alt=RSS. cuttingerangies.com. cuttingerangies.com/feed. drug-addiction-support.org/blog.html. drug-addiction.support.org/drug-addiction.xml. family-secrets.blogspot.com/feeds/posts/default?alt=RSS. family-secrets.blogspot.com. granitorecoverycenters.com/addiction-recovery-blog. granitorecoverycenters.com/addiction-recovery-blog/feed. killtheheroinepidemicnationwide.org. killtheheroinepidemicnationwide.org/feed. lastingrecovery.com/lasting-recovery-blog. lastingrecovery.com/lasting-recovery-blog/feed. midwoodaddictiontreatment.com/blog. midwoodaddictiontreatment.com/feed. narconon.org/blog. narconon.org/blog/rss.xml. privilegedaddictwriter.blogspot.com. privilegedaddictwriter.blogspot.com/feeds/posts/default?alt=RSS. quitmarijuana.org/feed. quitmarijuana.org. recoveryconnection.com/addiction-recovery-blog. recoveryconnection.com/addiction-recovery-blog/feed. rehabs.com/feed. rehabs.com/blog. smartrecovery.org/feed. smartrecovery.org/blog. sobernation.com/feed. sobernation.com/addiction-articles. stoppedhedrugwar.org/chronicle. stoppedhedrugwar.org/chronicle/feed. theclearingnw.com/blog. theclearingnw.com/blog/rss.xml. theraleighouse.com/addiction-blog. theraleighouse.com/feed. tortsrecovery.com/blog. tortsrecovery.com/blog/feed. trumpdrugs.org/blog-feed.xml. trumpdrugs.org/blog. A list of drug addiction websites from blog.feedspot.com/drug_addiction_blogs. 12keysrehab.com/blog. acttraining.biz/podcast. addiction-dirkh.blogspot.com. addictionaid.com/blog. addictionblog.org. addictioncampuses.com/blog. addictionunscripted.com. alpinerecoverylodge.com. beachsiderehab.com/blog. beginningstreatment.com/category/blog. bestdrugrehabilitation.com/blog. kathytioganba.com. confessionsoferecoveredaddict.blogspot.com. cuttingerangies.com. drug-addiction-support.org/drug-addiction-blog.html. family-secrets-exposed.blogspot.com. feedspot.com/news/drug_addiction. granitorecoverycenters.com/addiction-recovery-blog. Kill the heroin epidemic nationwide.org. lastingrecovery.com/lasting-recovery-blog. midwoodaddictiontreatment.com/blog. narconon.org/blog. privilegedAddictWriter.blogspot.com. quitmarijuana.org. recoveryconnection.com/addiction-recovery-blog. rehabs.com/blog. smartrecovery.org/blog. sobernation.com/addiction-articles. stoppedhedrugwar.org/chronicle. theclearingnw.com/blog. theraleighouse.com/addiction-blog. towardsrecovery.com/blog. trumpdrugs.org/blog. blog.feedspot.com/drug_YouTube_channels. blog.feedspot.com/living_sober_blogs. A list of drug addiction podcasts from blog.feedspot.com/drug_addiction_podcasts. acttraining.biz/podcast. anchor.fm/sobersins16. dopeypodcast.com. hazeldenbettyford.org/professionals/resources/podcasts. insideaddiction.co.uk/addiction-podcast. loveoveraddiction.com/podcast. nodsquad.podbean.com. oda@chat.com. pntinoreturnAddictionPodcast.libzn.com. starworldwidenetworks.com/shows/your-road-to-personal-addiction-recovery. thatsoberguy.com. theaddictedmind.com. A list of drug addiction websites from feedspot.com/news/drug_addiction. self-help addiction recovery. smartrecovery.org. stoppedhedrugwar.org, Drug War Chronicle. stoppedhedrugwar.org. Addiction Aid Center. addictionaid.com. Granite Recovery. granitorecoverycenters.com. Drug Addiction Treatment Programs. addictioncampuses.com. Beachside Rehab. beachsiderehab.com. quitmarijuana.org. quitmarijuana.org. Midwood Addiction Treatment. midwoodaddictiontreatment.com. Chapter 2. A Drug Addiction Website Guide from Feedspot.com 2. A list of rehab websites at blog.feedspot.com/rehab_blogs. 12keysrehab.com/blog. aboveitaltreatment.com/blog. addictioncampuses.com/blog. addictioncenter.com/community. addictionfree.com/addiction-blog. addictionunscripted.com. alcoholrehab.com/rehab-news. alcoholrehabguide.org/blog. alpinerecoverylodge.com/blog. americanaddicioncenters.org/blog. anata.in/blog. arxfl.com/rehab-blog, asanarecovery.com/blog-2, ashleytreatment.org/rehab-blog, ashwoodrecovery.com/blog, beachesrecovery.com/rehab-blog, beachciderehab.com/blog, bethesda4recovery.com/blog, blog.celebratedrugrehab.com, blog.landmarkrecovery.com, brinawel.org/blog, casacoprerecovery.com/blog, castlecraig.co.uk/blog, chapmanrehab.com/new-4-blog, columbusrecoverycenter.com/recovery-blog, cornerstonerecoverycenter.com/blog, crestviewrecoverycenter.com/addiction-blog, crossroadsnaples.org/blog, dararehab.com/blog, desertcoverecovery.com/blog, destinationhope.com/blog, detox2rehab.com/blog, diamondhousedetox.com/blog, driftwoodrecovery.com/blog, drug-rehabilitation.com/blog, drugrehab.com/blog, eptidedc.com/rehab-recovery-blog, elevatorehab.org/blog, evergreendrugrehab.com/blog, firststepbh.com/blog, floridacenterforrecovery.tumblr.com, futuresrecoveryhealthcare.com/blog, goodencenter.org/blog, graciouscarerecovery.com/blog, healingspringsranch.com/rehab-blog, highshausrehab.com/blog, hope-center-thailand.com/category/blog, justbelieverecovery.com/drug-rehab-blog, lastingrecovery.com/lasting-recovery-blog, lifetransformationrecovery.com/blog, magnoliaranchrecovery.com/blog, memphisrecovery.com/rehab-blog, middlegate.co.uk/blog, mountainviewrecovery.com/blog, narconon.org/blog, newbeginningstainhelp.com/blog, newenglandrecoverycenter.org/resources/blog, newlifeaddictiontreatment.com/blog, northpointrecovery.com/blog, novarecoverycenter.com/blog, newviewtreatment.com/blog, oakforestrecovery.com/blog, oceanbreezerecovery.org/blog, oceanhillsrecovery.com/blog, opiates.com/wasteman-method-blog, orchidrecoverycenter.com/blog, pacerecoverycenter.com/blog, palmhealthcare.com/blog, perfectbalance.ae/blog, pinnaclepeakrecovery.com/rehab-blog, pomarri.com/blog, prescotthouse.net/blog, recovery.org/voices, recoveryconnection.com/addiction-recovery-blog, recoverydirect.co.za/news, recoverykeys.org/addiction-rehab-blog, reflectionsrehab.com/blog, rehabafterwork.pyramidhealthcarapa.com/blog, rehabs.com/blog, restorationranch.com/blog, rightsdep.com/rehab-blog, sanfordhousegr.com/resources/blog, santacenter.com/rehab-blog, seacliffrecovery.com/addiction-recovery-blog, serenityhousedetoxhouston.com/rehab-blog, serenityrehab.org/blog, soledadhouse.com/rehab-blog, stepstorecovery.com/rehab-blog, summitestate.com/rehab-blog, thairehabhelper.com/thai-rehab-news. thebayretreats.com/blog. theclearingnw.com/blog. thetawnrehab.com/blog. theheightstreatment.com/blog. theraleighouse.com/addiction-blog. therecoveryvillage.com/news. theriversource.org/the-river-source-blog. thetreatmentcenter.com/blog. transformationstreatment.center/blog. twinlakesrecoverycenter.com/blog. vertavahealth.com/blog. willowspringsrecovery.com/blog. youtube.com/c/smartrecoveryusa/videos. zlusrecovery.com/addiction-blog. drugrehab.org/blog. narconon.org/blog. bestdrugrehabilitation.com/blog. rightsdep.com/blog. rehab4addiction.co.uk/blog. rehabclinic.org.uk/blog. help4addiction.co.uk/blog. canadadrugrehab.ca/blog. sunshinecoasthealthcentre.ca/drugrehab. addictionhealingcentre.ca/blog. melbourneehobs.com/blog. thecabinsydney.com.au/blog. rayhaderclinic.com.au/blog. anata.in/blog. addictioncenters.in/news. drugdaaddiction.co.in/r-blogs. blog.feedspot.com/rehab_rss_feeds. feedspot.com/news/rehab. A list of living sober websites at blog.feedspot.com/living_sober_blogs. aaagnostica.org. ahangoverfreelife.com. ainsobriety.wordpress.com. balanceandbreathe.co.uk/blog-2. bocohouse.com/blog. boozymusings.com. busylivingsober.com/how-m-i-staying-sober. Can I really be sober.com. ditchedthedrink.com/blog. drunkydrunkgirl.com. feedspot.com/news/addiction. geerlandtonic.co.uk. girlwasted.com. imrunnigonsober.com/the-blog. indwhite.app. jodylam.com/blog. lastcallblog.me/blog. lauramccowan.com/blog. livingsober.org.nz. livingwithoutalcohol.blogspot.com. makemewhole-again.com/posts. markgoodson.com. messageinabottle-blog.com. miraclesarebrewing.com/blog. myralrecovery.com/life/blog. newlifehouse.com. newmethodwellness.com/sober-living-blog. nomoresally.wordpress.com. offdry.com. onewinelesswoman.blogspot.com. ownsobriety.com. keytwining.com. rdsoberliving.com/blog. rebelliondogspublishing.com/home. recoveryrain.blogspot.com. retrometrogirl.wordpress.com. rubies2redfish.com. sober-motivation.com. soberrat60.wordpress.com. soberboots.org. sobercatholic.com. sobercourage.com. sobercyclingchef.com. soberdoesn'tsuck.com/r-blog-what's-up. soberfish.co.uk. sobristas.wordpress.com. soberjulie.com/category/soberdoesn'tsuck. sobermommies.com/blog. sobermovement.com/blog. soberocity.com/blog. soberzami.com/blog, sobersenorita.com/blog, soberwannabe.com, soberworks.com/soberworks-blog, sobriteaparty.com, stairwaysoberliving.com/blog, startingsober.com, steppingsober.com, tammysalas.com/blog, ttotallyawesome.com, tharoshouse.com/blog, thatbrainofmine.com/index.php/blog, thicalmsoberhouse.com/blog, thecjtodays.blogspot.com, thefix.com/blog, teresavesoberhouse.com, thesobercurator.com, thesoberjourney.com/thesoberjourney, thesoberschool.com, thesoberschool.com/kates-blog, theunruffled.com/new-blog, thisnakedmind.com/blog, tipsynomore.blogspot.com, tiredofthingingabouutdrinking.com/blog, transcendrecoverycommunity.com/blog, unpickledblog.com, veronicavalley.com/blog, wakinguptheghost.com, wfsorg.blogspot.com, blog.feedspot.com/sober_mom_blogs, blog.feedspot.com/uk_addiction_blogs, blog.feedspot.com/uk_living_sober_blogs, blog.feedspot.com/addiction_blogs, newmethodwellness.com/living-sober-blog, geerlandtonic.co.uk, blog.feedspot.com/living_sober_rss_feeds, feedspot.com/news/living_sober. A list of UK sober living websites at blog.feedspot.com/uk_living_sober_blogs, blog.feedspot.com/uk_addiction_blogs, ahangoverfreelife.com, balanceandbreathe.co.uk/blog-2, besober.co.uk/b-sober-blog, blog.feedspot.com/uk_alcohol_blogs, drydiary.com, evolvingdad.co.uk, geerlandtonic.co.uk, joinclubsoda.com/blog, soberpunks.co.uk, thesoberyorkshireman.co.uk. A list of living sober news and article websites at feedspot.com/news/living_sober. New Method Wellness, newmethodwellness.com, The Fix, thefix.com, Soberosity, soberosity.com, A Hangover Free Life, ahangoverfreelife.com, AA Agnostica, aagnostica.org, Sober Living and Drug Rehab Aftercare, newlifehouse.com, This Naked Mind, thisnakedmind.com, Asheville Recovery Residence, Sober Living Houses, myralrecovery.com, The Sober Curator, thesobercurator.com, Last Call, lastcallblog.me, Reflections on the Language of Recovery, retrometrogirl.wordpress.com, Recovery Rain, recoveryrain.blogspot.com, This Brain of Mine, thatbrainofmine.com, Ditched the Drink, ditchedthedrink.com, Message in a Bottle, messageinabottle-blog.com. Chapter 3, A Drug Addiction Website Guide from Feedspot.com. 3. A list of sobriety podcasts at blog.feedspot.com/sobriety_podcasts. Anchor.fm/Peter-Freeman. Anchor.fm/SobrietyCore. Anchor.fm/the-way-out-podcast. A Sober Girl's Guide.libcn.com. blogtalkradio.com/bubblehour. Brobriety.transistor.fm. buzzsprout.com/270691 directory.libcn.com/shows/views/id/addicted gambler podcast from sobriety to recovery.podbean.com fun-in-sobriety.pinecast.co georgesobriety.diary.buzzsprout.com ktla.com/category/podcasts/keepin-it-freel marywagstaffcoach.com/podcast player.fm/series/2667713 positivesobriety.podbean.com radiomd.com/show/rewired-radio recoveryispossible4u2.podbean.com robertmcclellan.libcn.com seasons-of-sobriety.simplecast.com/episodes soaringinsobriety.com/podcast soberzoalrecovery.net/episodes stillsoberpod.podbean.com successfulsoberpeople.libcn.com thenextsteppodcast.com theshairpodcast.com/the-podcast thesoberclub.com/podcast blog.feedspot.com/sober_mom_blogs a list of sober mom podcasts at blog.feedspot.com/sober_mom_podcasts adultpapers.com/podcast anchor.fm/Melina Ramirez anchor.fm/Heather-Corrine-Land brendazane.com/podcast castbox.fm/channel/id2790456 drunkmomsobermom.blubri.net feeds.buzzsprout.com/860200 jumpseatcoaching.simplecast.com/episodes lovesober.podbean.com rachelhart.com/category/podcast recoveringfromreality.com/podcast sober-bliss.com/sober-podcasts soberasamatherpodcast.libcn.com/website soberful.com/episodes stonesobermom.com/podcasts tammysalas.com/podcast underdog podcast.com/category/health-fitness/secrets-of-a-sober-mom a list of rehab podcasts at blog.feedspot.com/rehab_podcasts addictionrecovery.podbean.com addictionrehabtoronto.ca/podcast addictionunlimited.com/episodes alcohol-frelifestyle.libcn.com anchor.fm/Roy-Pierce anchor.fm/talking-treatment anchor.fm/rehabs-not-for-quiters anchor.fm/human-rehab anchor.fm/daropale-tosien anchor.fm/rehabyourlife anchor.fm/the-way-out-podcast opsupodcast.libcn.com asobergirlsguide.libcn.com blogtalkradio.com/bubblehour blubri.com/clean-and-sober-radio brightonrecoverycenter.com/podcast businessinnovatorsradio.com/beyond-hope buzzsprout.com/1099865 buzzsprout.com/1029595 buzzsprout.com/5591189 buzzsprout.com/926068 buzzsprout.com/843796 buzzsprout.com/752507 buzzsprout.com/181039 buzzsprout.com/115138 buzzsprout.com/952096 buzzsprout.com/973651 buzzsprout.com/925879 Buzzsprout.com/684488. Buzzsprout.com/206601. Buzzsprout.com/478012. Buzzsprout.com/11177700. Castbox.fm/channel/ID 21888045 $GB. cover2.org/podcasts. cpr.org/podcast/back-from-broken. crossroadsrecovery.co.za/category/news/podcasts. dismantled.life. don'tdie.libzn.com. dopeypodcast.podbean.com. elevatorehop.org/resources/podcast. elevationrecovery.com/podcast. elizabethchance.squarespace.com/podcasts. fromtragedy.simplecast.com/episodes. hazeldenbetford-lettstalk.libzn.com. jumpseatcoaching.simplecast.com/episodes. kratomguidebook.libzn.com. kslnewsradio.com/category/podcast_results/?2109 $n=project%2. 0 recovery. ktla.com/category/podcasts/keepin-it-freel. lemonadamedia.com/show/in-recovery. loverecoveryrr.com. marinc.org/category/podcasts. michellelisaanderson.libzn.com. mossrehab.com/conversations. nodsquad.podbean.com. oda@chat.com. paulgarrigan.podbean.com. player.wooshkaa.com/shows/addiction-in-simple-terms. pntinoreturnAddictionPodcast.libzn.com. podbean.com/positivesobriety. purposechasers.libzn.com. radio-rehab-with-dayna-keyes.simplecast.com/episodes. realrecoverytalk.libzn.com. recoveryelevator.com/podcasts. recoveryhappyhour.libzn.com. recoveryrocks.podomatic.com. recoverysurvey.com. recoveryuk.podomatic.com. refugerecovery.simplecast.com/episodes. rehab-confidential.com. robertmcclellan.libzn.com. secondchancespodcast.libzn.com. smartrecovery.libzn.com. soaringinsobriety.libzn.com. sober-grind-podcast.pinecast.co. soberpod.com/podcast. soberzoalrecovery.libzn.com. soundcloud.com/last-door-recovery-society. soundcloud.com/americanaddiction centers. soundcloud.com/airing addiction. soundcloud.com/mtpeer network. soundcloud.com/clen-n-sabar. sbracre.com/show/sheer-recovery. starworldwide-networks.com/shows/your-road-to-personal-addiction-recovery. stigma.libzn.com. stitcher.com/podcast/alcohol-mastery-podcast. take12recoveryradio.podomatic.com. tammysalas.com/podcast. thatsoberguy.com. theaddictedmind.com. thedrunkologs.libzn.com/rss. thefreedommodel.org/the-addiction-solution-podcast. therecoveryshow.com/category/podcast. therehab.com. thewayoutrocoveryscv.com/podcasts. tired of thinking about drinking.com/1-minute messages. tunein.com/podcasts/health-wellness-podcasts/get in the herd podcast at the Mkshin Foundation. AP1352560. un-toxicated.com/blog-2. urgefix.libzn.com. voiceamerica.com/show/2716/recovery-radio. A list of rehab YouTube channels at blog.feedspot.com/rehab_YouTube_channels. youtube.com/channels/ucisxbboidjkyAjdLR1A7F_a/videos. youtube.com/channels/UC22PRU_LDKZTBGYL-RH9NNQ/videos. youtube.com/c/every-mistake-you-can-make/videos. youtube.com/c/smartrecoveryusa/videos. youtube.com/user/tranquilitywood_smd/videos. youtube.com/user/gateway-treatment/videos. youtube.com/channels/UCQAXB1VZRCQTD6W7Y91A3Q/videos. youtube.com/channels/UCXMXX-TIB1FBBVWKWS3VOK4W/videos. youtube.com/channels/UCZ210AAUEK5ZAFZ@1RBCW/videos. youtube.com/user/eliter-ehub-placement/videos. youtube.com/user/samhsa/videos. youtube.com/watch?v=c News. youtube.com/watch?v=sigty3QTKBM. youtube.com/watch?v=EIJCNGIEFCM. youtube.com/watch?v=RP27QH1HZ. youtube.com/watch?v=GHK3URPXA. youtube.com/watch?v=7me9CEJF8Jo. youtube.com/watch?v=M2FCFGVRCAS. youtube.com/watch?v=SIFAARAHB1K. youtube.com/watch?v=9RWELNNRESY. youtube.com/watch?v=VAATCSVNVBA. A list of living sober YouTube channels at blog.feedspot.com/living_sober_YouTube_channels. youtube.com/channels/UCB_6WAUIQJFGZ0-20-HiQ/videos. youtube.com/channels/UCSFSCPTSLNoon_DTVLXXRHQ/videos. youtube.com/user/jodymlam/videos. youtube.com/channels/UQ68JCRK_ILR5TGHoyoCNW/videos. youtube.com/channels/UCNALSRMPUOMPDZGOMCUBMA/videos. youtube.com/channels/UCGG-KXRESA-NCM-MET6B6ZCWA/videos. youtube.com/user/opiatescum/videos. youtube.com/channels/UCC3HJ7N829EYTVJ2T9KZ6CW/videos. youtube.com/channels/UCVWMWVEKP8RBULAP7UIG/videos. youtube.com/channels/UCQ5RGW59JOX4Y3IDEMA-XBWQ/videos. youtube.com/channels/UCSS6H-7Z5GWQ6AKMU1EBJA/videos. youtube.com/channels/UC3E1HDPM5OX8ZA4RGAFOVW/videos. youtube.com/channels/UCSSJVCREGM8LGD1J_7IRYW/videos. youtube.com/channels/UC2YTQ3FOKKSYBODSH6H1OW/videos. youtube.com/channel/ucjv34dq go to qjamizlkoa_ziq/videos